Hello again, good afternoon and welcome to Business. The country's second major hydrocarbon development, the Twineboa, Enyira and Ntome 10 field, has exported some significant volumes of crude since it began commercial production. The field, since August this year, has exported 1.65 million barrels of crude oil. But is the 10 field living up to its expectation as a major alternative of crude production to tallow in Ghana? George Rafi has more.
Some analysts, looking at the volumes of crude that has been exported so far, the 10 field could indeed help improve the fortunes of tallow in terms of the daily production of crude exported from the country's oil fields and its profit. The field is said to hold about 2 billion barrels of crude reserves. It started commercial production in August with an initial daily production of 23,000 barrels of crude and is expected to increase to 50,000 barrels a day before the end of this year. Some industry watchers are of the view that the 10th field has come on time to help stabilize the amount of crude exported, looking at the current challenges with the Jubilee field, which was even threatening oil production and the country's power generation. Tallow yesterday announced that it is reducing the amount of gas it exports to the Atuabo plant as it carry out some works on the equipment on the FPSO used in extracting crude from the seabed. This is part of a grand plan to finally correct the current problems with the turret bearing on the FPSO, which will result in some shutdowns this year and possibly early part of next year. Chief Executive of Tallow Aiden Heavy tells Joy Business these works will help address all the problems with the Jubilee FPSO.
Well, Jubilee's, we've pretty well nailed down the problem in Jubilee, and we have a solution in place and we're working on that. So that's pretty well in hand now, and Jubilee's producing pretty well with the interim measures that we have in place. And we should have the first section of putting the FPSO on a fixed heading done by the end of this year. So it's pretty well on track.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what timelines are you giving to yourself in terms of completing work on the Jubilee?
Well, the main stabilizing of the FPSO will be done in the fourth quarter of this year, and then next year we'll fix that. We'll permanently moor it in a fixed position, and then the cam buoy, which we'll put in, is probably in 2018. But by probably around June of next year, Jubilee will be back to full production.
For Tallow, it has put in place measures to ensure that the current problems with the Jubilee FPSO, which affected volumes of crude exported, power generation in Ghana, and decline in revenue to the state, become a thing of the past when 10 hit full production, whilst correcting the current problems with the Jubilee FPSO.
And that's it for business. There are more business news updates at 1 o'clock on the marketplace. My name is Emmanuel Abuaji.